What is up, you guys? Welcome back to my channel. If you are new here, welcome. My name is Iliana, and if you are a part of this wonderful family, thank you guys so much for continuing to watch and to support. That is going to be the last time you hear that in 2020 because this is the last video of the year. I'm so excited. So what better way to end the year with a video talking about my absolute favorite products. These are my life-changing products that I absolutely loved this year, and I'm going to be sharing each and every single one of them with you guys. But as always, make sure that you subscribe to my channel, hit that little notification bell so you guys are notified every single time that I upload a new video, and make sure that you give this video a big thumbs up so I know that you guys are watching. This is going to be a long one, so grab your cup of wine, grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your snack, and let's get started. So I kind of categorized everything and just kind of gonna go through from the routine that I normally do my makeup in. So we're gonna start with skincare, and then we're gonna end up with the final touches of makeup, like setting spray, powders, things like that. I did try to limit it to about 2 to 3 products for each category. Some categories do have 4, some categories only have like 1 or 2, so it kind of just depends on the category. So I will be leaving a list of all the products that I'm going to be talking about in today's video down in the description box below. I will leave everything in the order that I am mentioning them, so just a little FYI. So the first category we're going to be talking about today is the first thing that you do before you even do your makeup, which is skincare. So I did come across a couple of skincare goodies that I absolutely have been loving. Like, these products have been life-changing on my skin. These brands have been life-changing on my skin, and I just really wanted to share them with you guys. So the first thing is this moisturizer. Now, I have mentioned this before. This is the Glam Glow Moisture Trip Omega Rich Moisturizer. This is a brand new one. I have a backup right here because I am running low on the one I have currently in my bathroom, but this is what it looks like. And I actually discovered this product in my BoxyCharm. So this is the moisturizer right here, and I just love the way it leaves the skin. I do have dry skin. I don't feel like this is so like heavy on the skin. It feels very, very nice on the skin, and it just gives your skin a very nice, healthy looking glow. It's nothing where it's super like glittery and glitzy. It's nothing like that. So even on days when I'm not wearing makeup, I really like just throwing this moisturizer on my face because it just makes my skin look overall healthy, and I love it. Next thing that I did want to talk about is this Purity One-Step Facial Cleanser. So this is a cleanser that you basically just use in the mornings, at night, when you know you're taking your makeup off, and I really, really like this one. This is from the brand, I believe it's called Philosophy. I do have very dry skin, and sometimes I feel like when I'm cleansing, I feel like my skin dries out a little bit, but this one has really been game-changing this year. I feel like I cleanse my face, it feels nice and clean, but it doesn't feel like it's been completely stripped down, which I absolutely love about this. Okay, so I have 2 more things in the category for skincare. Now, this one is just an overall brand, but I did bring one of the products. So this is from the brand The Ordinary, and this is their caffeine solution. So this is what their products look like. Most of their products have the same typical packaging in this style. I'm constantly seeing their products all over social media, whether it's Instagram, YouTube, skincare routines, things like that, and I decided to go ahead and give it a try, and I'm actually very impressed at their price points. It is super affordable. It's definitely drugstore price points, and I like the way that it makes my skin feel. This is one of the products that I did pick up. So this is a caffeine solution that you place underneath the eyes and just kind of brightens your eyes up, and I really like that. Okay, so the last product in skincare is this one. This is from Paula's Choice, and it is the Exfoliating Skin Perfecting 2% BHA Liquid Exfoliant. This is actually a toner, and I've seen this on so many people's skincare routines. I've heard so many great things about it. With time and with age, your skin does change. So something that you used to work for you 2 years ago might not work for you anymore because your skin is constantly changing. So one thing I have noticed is that my pores have kind of gotten bigger over time. I do have pores kind of right here around my nose. That's where I've noticed the most. You can't really make your pores go away, but it helps kind of minimize the look of your pores. So I've really been liking this. This is also great if you have a breakout. I've kind of just used it to glide over whenever I have a breakout, and I feel like it has helped significantly. I've really noticed a difference in my skin, so I'm gonna continue using this, and I just really, really enjoy using this toner. All right, so the next category is primers. So there's not too many life-changing primers. Usually, you guys already know from watching my previous videos, I usually stick to the same primers that I've constantly been using, which which one of them is the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. So the two that are kind of similar to the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer in the fact that they do minimize the look of your pores, which is what I love in a primer. That's my absolute favorite thing to look for in a primer, and I have two that I have really been loving this year. So the first one is the Cover FX Blurring Primer. I really do enjoy it. I'm almost out of it, as you can see. I do tend to use a lot when I try to mix up my primers and not always use the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer. This is also a great one. And the second one that I've really been loving, now this one is just amazing, and I think it's probably a very similar dupe to the Farsali Skin Blur Primer. This is the Haley's Refine Primer. I've really been loving this one. Now the way that this makes your skin look, it just looks so good. This is an absolute amazing blurring primer. So these two primers are my alternatives if I'm looking for something to use that is not the e.l.f. Poreless Putty Primer, which is my all-time favorite. These two are my go-to, especially this Refine from Haley's Beauty. I just really like the way it makes your skin look and feel. It just feels amazing. Okay, so the next category is foundation. Now these are just absolutely beautiful on the skin. So let's go ahead and jump into these. This has been my most revolutionary product. This has been my most talked about product. This has been my most absolute favorite. Like if I had to pick one product that is sitting right in front of me and to tell you which one is my all-time favorite for 2020, it's gonna be this one. You guys already might even know what I'm talking about, but I'm talking about the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Dewy foundation. Now the original was really good. I like the formula of that one, but when they came out with the Dewy, you guys know I can put this on from early in the morning and it will last all day long. I love the way it looks on the skin. I love the way that it makes my skin feel. It feels very lightweight. I just love everything about it, and it's just so affordable that it's insane. Okay, the next foundation, which I actually need to get a new color in this because it's a little bit off, it's a little bit dark for my skin tone, but this is the Beauty Creations Flawless Stay Foundation. So I did do a review on this, and I will also leave that in the cards if you guys want to check that out. But Beauty Creations is actually a brand that I recently discovered earlier this year. I ordered this when it first launched and I fell in love with it. It feels so nice. The coverage on this is amazing. It has more like of a satin finish to the skin. It's not super mattifying. It's not super dewy. It's just like a very beautiful satin finish on the face, and I absolutely love it. So the shade that I picked up was the 3.5, which for me was a little bit too yellow, a little too warm, and a little too dark. So I do have to pick up a new shade, but I love this so much. If I put concealer in the right areas with this foundation color, it works, but I really think that I need to go up a shade, maybe even 2 shades. But this foundation seriously just looks so beautiful on the skin. If you're looking for something that feels light on the face but has full coverage, I definitely recommend this Beauty Creations foundation. Okay, you guys, now this next foundation is the one that I'm wearing today on my skin. I literally just purchased this a month ago, but I knew it had to be my 2020 favorites because this is the one that I'm wearing today actually, and it just looks so good on the skin. Like, I can't even tell you guys how amazing. It's just amazing. So this is the Catrice HD Liquid Coverage Foundation. This says that it lasts up to 24 hours. It's mattifying and it has a second skin effect. I agree to all of those. Even though it says it's mattifying, it looks so beautiful on the skin. It's very, very comfortable of a matte foundation. It's not overly drying. And I have dry skin. Like, I have really, really dry skin, but this just feels so comfortable on the skin. The coverage is beautiful. The finish is beautiful. Everything about it is beautiful. This foundation I have been wearing every single day for the past maybe 2 weeks now. Like, you guys can see that my skin looks so good, and this is the first foundation in a very long time that I don't see creases in anywhere. Around my nose, on my smile area, on my chin, like, it does not crease. So this probably my second favorite to the Wet n Wild Photo Focus. This has to be my second favorite for this year. Second revolutionary. You guys need to try this foundation. So the next category is concealers. Now I only have 2 concealers in this category because these are what I feel have been revolutionary for me this year. The first one is this e.l.f. Camo Hydrating, which is a satin finish concealer. Now I did do a review and I did comparison video using one side of the original Camo and then another side using the hydrating version. This just is the Camo concealer but in a hydrating version. It has great coverage, it has a great finish, great like wear time. I just really like this, and it's only like $6. It's totally affordable, which I love about e.l.f. and about a lot of these drugstore products that I'm talking about. They're so affordable. Now the second concealer that I absolutely love, which is actually what I'm wearing on today, so this is the Pretty Fresh concealers from ColourPop. Now these are just so pretty on the skin. I feel like they're so hydrating. They have great coverage, and I just absolutely love the way that they blend on the skin. They blend so seamlessly and they look amazing on the skin. So the next category is setting powders. I do have 3 which I thought were absolutely amazing for the year of 2020. The first one is this Girlactik Luminous face powder. I absolutely love this to set the entire face, especially on days when I'm just gonna put a little bit of concealer and just kind of do a light face makeup kind of thing. It just feels so good on the skin. It's just makes your skin look nice and healthy. The next one that I actually really like, especially to kind of just like set underneath right here, so I can really have a nice contour to set underneath the eyes. It just has a really nice like almost smoothing filter for the face, which is the Fenty Beauty. This is the Pro Filt'r powder. I use it in the shade Butter, and it's actually what I have right here underneath my contour. The only thing is that it is a little bit pricey, but let me tell you, this has so much product, it will last you a very long time. I've had this since about I think February or March, and I'm still, like, you guys can see how much is still in here. Like, when you first buy this, you have to be very careful, because when you open it, I kid you not, it is overly packed. Like, look at that. It's just, it's such a nice amount of product. So it's a little bit pricey, but you get a lot of product, and it lasts you a very long time. The last product for setting powders that I wanted to talk to you guys about today is this one from Jaclyn Hill Cosmetics. This is one of her luminous powders, and I think it's called Moonlight Luminous Powders. It doesn't have it on the packaging, but it is one of her setting powders. This is the bigger one. Now this one is in the shade Brighten Up, and I really like the way this looks on my skin. So this is more if you have like a dry skin and you want to have a very nice glow to the skin with setting powder. It does just that. All right, so bronzer, I only have one thing in this category, because I feel like I've talked about a lot of these other products. There's nothing that really got released this year that was like super revolutionary for me, but this is a product that I actually received in one of my BoxyCharms this year, and it's actually something that I've been reaching for every single day for the past couple of months. This is the Ace Beauty Bronze in Paradise palette. So this is what the packaging of it. This is what the inside of the actual palette. It does have very different tones in here, which is great for like multiple type of use. So basically when I'm bronzing, I use these first 2 shades, and then I kind of dip into this third one to really do a nice contour around the nose and the cheekbone area. So I really like this because of the different shades that it has in here, the multi-purpose that you can use for them. So this was just a great palette. Okay, so moving on into the blush category. So there was only one product that I wanted to share with you guys, because I really feel like this product truly just took the show. This is the Moon Prism palette from Lunar Beauty, and I just think this palette is just absolutely stunning. I love the colors in this. I can use every single one of these shades, and I think that this is just such a beautiful palette, and it was out of stock for a while, but I know that he recently restocked on this bad boy, and I just think this is so awesome. Now I know some people just like to have just one little compact blush, but honestly, when I'm using this palette, I kind of mix and match a bunch of blushes. I don't typically just wear one blush. So for today, I actually mixed a little bit of Stargaze, Twilight, and then just a little bit of Spacey, which is this shade over here, and I just kind of blended all those together, and that's what I have on the cheeks today. This is literally the only blush I'm using recently, unless I really have to change it up for some of my posts on Instagram or something, but this is literally what I've been using for blush every single day and every single time that I do my makeup. So moving on to lips. So this is a brand that I recently discovered. Now this is called Hush Glosses, and this is a brand that I actually discovered on Instagram, and this is the lip liner that I'm actually using today, which is from their holiday collection. I just really like their lip liner. It's just so nice. It's such a nice formula. It blends very easily, and I just really like this. Now this is another product from Lunar Beauty, because I just think that these are just life-changing. So the Lunar Beauty lip glosses, I own a couple of these, but I have the shade Celine. The packaging for these are just so pretty. I love how sturdy they feel. They feel very high-end, and the applicators are very nice and big. You can just literally It's so easy to apply, they smell so good, and the formula of these are amazing. So the last lip product that I did want to talk about is the lifter glosses from Maybelline. So this is what the packaging of these look like. I think these are just stunning. A lot of people have said that these are dupes for the Fenty Beauty ones. I've never tried the Fenty Beauty lip glosses. Again, the applicator is very nice and big, which I absolutely love, and I love that is a lifting, so it has a little bit more of a plumping effect to it. So it's just very nice. It looks very nice on the lips. I'm gonna actually throw a little bit. Okay, so for eyeshadows, this is the #1 product that I've really been just wearing every single day. It's actually what I have on my eyes today, which is very, very simple. But these are the e.l.f. Bite Size Shadow Duos. So these are just absolutely like beautiful. They come in little quads, so I have 3 of them right here. I own a couple of these, but these are the ones that I typically kind of tend to go for. So this is the pumpkin pie one, and this is my absolute favorite. It's actually what I'm wearing on my eyes today. I really like the formula of these. These are super affordable. I believe it's only $3 for each one of these, $3 or $4. These are just amazing. Okay, so the next product, this one is from LA Girl. This one is the Break Free eyeshadow palette. Now this one I love mainly because the pigment and the payoff is amazing. But one of the big things that I really like about this, look at how big this palette is. These pans, the pan sizes in this are huge. They are beautiful. They're stunning. You can use these all the time. I think that these colors are so beautiful. These colors are what I use all the time, so I think that this palette is just absolutely stunning. I had to include it because whenever I need something that's just like on the go, kind of quick, whatever, these are the shades that I'm throwing in there. They're very similar to the same shades in here, so I love this palette. So I really also been loving the Gather Round Sisters from ColourPop and the Morphe 35XO. So I recently just started using this, but if I show you guys the inside of this palette, it's just absolutely stunning. These shades are so beautiful. You can do so many looks with these shades. I love this palette so much. It has everything that you could possibly need in a palette. I absolutely love this. The pigment is beautiful. The colors are beautiful. The scheme of the entire thing. This was Morphe's holiday palette for this year, but I've just really been loving it, and I've been using it non-stop. Another palette, like I said, was the Gather Round Sisters palette. This one has beautiful pops of color in here. I think that these formulas on this ColourPop palette are really pretty. I really like this palette a lot. So now moving on to mascaras, I have 2 that I discovered this year, which I've really been loving. So this one is the ColourPop BFF Volumizing Mascara, and I've been actually really loving it in the shade Brownie Points, which is a more of a brown tint instead of using a black mascara. I just feel like it looks really nice and smoky on the eyes whenever you're not wearing lashes. I'm using this because it just looks so nice, especially because I have green eyes. I feel like the brown really brings out and accentuates them, when versus a black mascara, I feel like it kind of sinks my eyes in and makes them look a little smaller. So I really like the brown mascara. Another mascara that I've really been loving, and I feel like looks great on your lashes, that I've really been loving, is this Milk Makeup. This is the Kush Mascara Waterproof Mascara. I actually got this in a BoxyCharm, which is how I discovered it, but I feel like it just looks amazing on my lashes. Again, when I'm not using lashes, I'm using these 2 mascaras. Typically, I do tend to go for the BFF mascara because it is in the Brownie Points shade, but I really like both of them. They are incredible formulas. They look great on the eyes, and they really bring out your lashes. So I love those. Okay, so for highlights, this is pretty much the one that I've been using all the time. This is the Milani Baked Highlighter, and this is in Dulce Perla. Now, their baked highlighters, I have to say, are so beautiful. They literally just melt into the skin. They look so beautiful on the skin, and that's actually what I'm wearing today. I love the way it looks. It just looks so buttery, so nice. Specifically, I'm using the shade Dulce Perla, but I really think that all of their formulas, even for their baked blushes, are just so good. So I really do love this. Okay, so last but not least, hopefully by the end of this video and by the time I'm done editing this, it's not like super long where it's like, okay, we get the point, you love products. The last thing that I want to talk about is setting sprays. Now, these 2 have been absolutely life-changing for me. These are both multi-purpose sprays, which means you can set, prime, and hydrate throughout the day with these. The first one is this NYX Bear With Me setting spray. You can literally see I'm down to the last bit of this because it's just so good. Feels great on the skin, and it's super affordable. So I use this pretty much to kind of refresh my face throughout the day and especially hydrate before I actually go in with my primers and my foundation. Okay, and finally, the last product that I'm going to be talking today is the Farsali Rose Gold Skin Mist. So this is what the Farsali Skin Mist looks like, and it has like little specks of gold in there. Now this is a little bit more pricey, but I did get it in my BoxyCharm. So I do have a couple of backups, which I got from the Boxy pop-up, which was a more affordable price, of course. And I've just really been loving the way it makes my skin feel, look, and just everything about the spray is just amazing. The mist of it is so nice. It has such a nice mist. It just looks so nice on the skin. It makes you feel nice, healthy, good, and it just smells so good. So whenever a product is good and then it smells good, it just makes you so much more excited about it. I don't know about you guys, but it does for me. The spray smells amazing. All right, so that pretty much wraps up today's video. Those are the products that I've really been loving for the year of 2020, and I hope that you guys can find this very beneficial and try these products out for yourself. Let me know in the comments down below if you love any of these products yourself. I really enjoy these products, and these are just products that I feel like I needed to share with you guys that I absolutely have been loving. I use these on the daily. Every time I use my makeup, these are products that I'm always constantly going to. So I hope that you guys enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to enter my giveaway, which is included in my last YouTube video. So I'll go ahead and leave that in the cards and down in the description box below, so you guys can check that out and still enter. You have a little bit of time. I have 2 weeks left until I choose a winner, so make sure that you guys check that out. But that concludes the last and final video for the year of 2020. I hope that you guys have an excellent New Year's. Stay safe, and I'm just so ready for 2021, as I'm sure we all are. And I will see you guys next year. Ciao.